nursing used to be a thing where people did it for like decades.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
that's not our experience anymore. Most of our night shift is under 3 years of experience. We have night shift charge nurses who are becoming charge nurses like right around the 2 year mark, which means like you're supposed to be the most experienced nurse on the unit. And they don't even know what they don't know yet at that point. So it's just not a sustainable situation for our patients. It's not a sustainable situation for our nurses.
Yeah. And it's very noticeable for our families as well. I mean, the system, they have, already identified the fact that, it does look different, especially on nights, with that inexperience. And we've had, you know, a night shift diff that has been there for years, and they are not, trying to support that. And I think it's very valuable for, our patients and families to, continue to have, the experience and the necessary tools to serve our community. And we definitely need to have that experience in there and, to support their mental health as they grow, because we can't even do that anymore. So it's a hard one for new nurses coming in to have to step into this, because there are very much a lot of new nurses, very many, coming in now. And so I think it's a hard one to bite when you're first walking up to this, but I think they understand the importance, because we've had a lot of people show up at our negotiations and observing and understand the power of what is happening right now, and the fact that we really do have to hold on to our nursing profession, so we can continue to serve our families. And yeah, like I said, I started out with the patient, family, but the systems, they don't, the families don't get to see the same nurses, the same doctors. And so they don't feel like they're being cared for, because they don't have a relationship and they're not understanding what's going on with their kid. And so they're frustrated. And then there goes the vicious cycle of trauma and harm and workplace violence. So it's a constant cycle of things that is happening within our care. And, it didn't used to be this way.
Yeah, I think to myself, just back at what you had mentioned, and I've heard the stories from nurses who are just like, yeah, I've only been here for 2 years and I'm charged, and how terrifying for them it is, and how they're just like, how can I, like you mentioned, be the most responsible person here? And we talk a lot about skill mix, but how can you do a skill mix shift when maybe the RNs you have are all under 2 years or just at 2 years? Like, there is literally no skill mix whatsoever. So just going back to one of the pillars that you talked about in relation to staffing. So